So I think it's recording. Okay, Graham, thank you so much for your time, first of all.
You're
Let
very
me
welcome.
s- put this in a good order. Um, one moment. So this fine. Mm, Sorry, some technical issues here, but I'm almost there. Okay, Graham, first of all, first things first, as they say, and I would like to know how, well, you have been through surgery lately, right?
Yeah,
In your leg, and I would like to know how is the recovery for you? How do you feel these days?
recovering.
How are you?
How is it recovering?
Yeah,
Yeah,
how is
well,
it?
it's can you see this?
Yeah, yeah,
This is my second dressing. I had a great big thing when I first had the surgery done. They wrapped it up. It looked like a damn turkey on the end of my leg. It wrapped
yeah.
up. It's like this big. Now this is the
Hmm.
second. This is the second stage, which is a little bit smaller. And so today I'm
Okay.
going to have this X-ray to make sure everything is coming, joining up okay. Because a
Okay.
total ankle replacement, and
Yeah.
so I heard it a couple of days ago, and I said to my doctor, "Do you think I might have bruised it or something?" He said, "You better come in and have it X-ray." So that's what I'm doing today.
Okay.
So I hope it's okay because this is going to take a while to heal. You know.
Yeah, I guess so. These things take its time. And
Yeah, it takes a month.
yeah, and Graham Bonnet Band, as we said, is about to start a tour throughout Europe to promote your, I guess, the new live album, right? That you have just
Yeah,
released a couple of
yeah,
months ago, and probably also the upcoming new studio album, also, I believe.
yeah.
So you would be
Yeah. Well,
playing,
the Lost in Hollywood again is a
yeah,
live DVD that we did at
yeah,
the whiskey.
yeah, exactly.
So that's all. That's a video and whatever. So it's that's turned out pretty well, considering
Hmm.
a few things went wrong on the night as they usually do,
Hmm.
sound wires and where are we, But I think that makes it more human. When things go wrong on stage, I think that's more fun than when things go
Indeed,
perfectly. Because oh
indeed,
wait a minute, no,
indeed.
this is fake.
Yeah.
They're lip syncing. They're not really playing. So when things go wrong, I think it makes the night more interesting. And
Hmm.
that being done and said, we're in the middle of doing the mixing down of the new album that
Yeah.
is coming out very soon with all really nice guests on this album. I'm very pleased about. I'm just I just heard a rough mix of one of the songs yesterday, and it sounds pretty
Hmm.
good. But we have to fine tune everything, And
Yeah.
the guy that's working on the album sound he said this is the best thing we've ever done. So
Hmm.
I hope it is,
Wow.
because I thought the last
Sounds
album
great.
we did was good. So you're always improving. I hope you're never perfect. So the
And do
next
you
one
think,
should be better than this one,
yeah,
probably.
of course.
Who knows?
And do you think that
But it
this
sounds okay.
new studio album will be ready when you are touring in Europe or not just yet?
We think.
I think it's going to be a late spring, early summer.
Yeah,
So it will just miss it probably.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
so a little while, but it's worth waiting for, I think, because we had a
Yeah.
few things happening that shouldn't have happened. Delays. We should have had this done a while back, but certain things happen that get in the way of work.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, life gets in the way of work sometimes. And oh, where are you? Why aren't you doing this now? But I can't. I've got to do this. I've got to do that. You
Yeah.
know. And Bethany's been very hard working on managing the band basically. She's
Yeah.
booking flights and booking hotels and everything. Because at the moment, Bethany's been managing us for a few years, and she's doing a great job, but it's very stressful. And so when things
Yeah.
happen, we say, well, this is more important than this. Da, da, da. You have
Yeah.
to sort out which is the most important thing to do, which should
Hmm.
have been sort of like the recording. But, as I said, life gets in the way of work sometimes. And
Yeah, but I think you are doing a great job because in this tour you're going to be playing Belgium, Netherlands, I see Poland, Germany, and of course Spain. So
yeah,
so there's a few dates there. So that sounds great. And how do you feel about touring again? Because obviously now you have been through surgery. How do
yeah.
you feel about standing in a stage again in a couple of weeks?
Well, I've had this leg thing, this ankle has been fucked up for a few years. I meant to
Hmm.
have it done, but then again, life got in the way. I couldn't do it
Hmm.
because we had to work got in the way this
Yeah,
time. We
yeah.
had to go to work, and I couldn't have my ankle replaced, which is now, because of
Hmm.
we had work. So because a lot of time has to be taken off to heal.
Yeah.
So I had to wait for this to happen. So I'm hopefully going to be able to walk better when in a few weeks, probably,
Hmm.
and I'll be okay on stage. I've been okay while it was hurting me a lot, and also in the studio while we were recording. I was
Yeah.
recording, singing, standing on one leg to keep the pain off a
Okay.
bit. It
Okay.
was like hopping around, singing my bits on the album. But I had to do it because that's the only way I could get the vocal done was by standing on one leg. Because if I put
Yeah.
weight on this one, it was painful as hell.
Yeah.
Because recording takes a long time, as you know. So
So
I am nervous about getting on stage, yeah, a little bit, but I think I'll be okay. My voice is okay. It's just my
Mhm.
freaking ankle that needs to be okay.
so maybe in this new studio album you'll be screaming more than often
I
then.
will. Yeah, yeah. Probably, yeah. It's
Okay.
when they uncovered it to see what they'd done, how it had been fixed. I couldn't
Uh-huh.
believe it. It was like a cut down the middle of my foot with
Yeah.
all these little stitches and looked like a lace-up shoe. It looked like you
Yeah.
pull
Yeah.
it. That's what it's done. A lot of stitches, and it kind of hurts, and it's hard to
Yeah.
sleep. It
Can
really is.
tell. Yeah.
But I'll probably be running a marathon in a couple of weeks.
Nice. Okay. And what about the band members who will be playing with you on this tour?
Well, it's Bethany Heavenstone on bass, of course, and
Hmm.
Conrado Pesanado is our guitar player.
Yeah.
Alessandro Bertoni is our keyboard player, and we have a new drummer
Uh-huh.
that I haven't met yet, and his name is Santi. What is it?
Santi Guardiola.
Santi Guardiola. It's a
Sounds
very nice
Italian.
name,
Sounds
but
Italian.
I think I'm pronouncing it wrong. But that's what I do. I'm British. You say everything incorrectly.
Yeah.
Um, I'm not really awake yet, so forgive me for that. But yeah, so that's the band, and I will be singing. So
Yeah, of course.
that's the guys. So I haven't met Santi yet. But I've seen a video of him playing, and
Mhm.
he's bloody good. He's a very good drummer.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting. We have to rehearse with him soon and get the new show together because we'll be changing a few of the songs, putting a few extra songs in there.
Okay.
You know.
And the rehearsals are going to be in Los Angeles or going to be here in
Yeah.
Europe somewhere? Of
No, be here. Be here. Yeah, at
okay.
home. Yeah.
Okay.
We're
And
rehearsing
you
in our garage here, like a good garage band does.
okay, nice.
We're a garage band. Hey.
Good for your neighbors also, I guess.
Oh yeah, they love it. Yeah.
Good news.
Actually, they request songs.
Okay.
Can we do?
I see it.
No, they've been great for us. It's been really nice.
Okay, and of course, you will be playing Madrid on the 26th of May and Barcelona on the 28th. You have been
Yes.
there a couple of times in Spain in the last 10 years.
Yes. I've been there. Cool. Geez. I mean, the first time I was out there was not with a band. It's back in 1968. But this with the
Wow.
band. How many times have we played there with the band?
Oh my God.
23.
Like what? Played in Spain?
In Barcelona.
In Barcelona?
Been
Probably four.
been out there 4 times. It's been a while since we've actually been there. It's been a couple of months or a
Yeah,
year or
I
whatever.
saw you actually. I saw you twice in Barcelona years ago.
Played
Saw
it.
you twice.
Was it good?
Yes.
Was it a good
Yeah,
show?
great. Of course, of course. And actually, it's
But
funny
we can
because
never tell. You know, we come off stage going, oh, was I okay? Was I singing in
yeah, of
tune? Was I playing in tune?
course.
You
No, it
said
was
no. Well,
great.
you played the wrong chords in the certain song. You know, we sort of analyze what we did sometimes, and it's not a good thing to do because if the audience likes it, who cares? You know, if we made little mistakes here and there, you know, we're only human.
Part of
But
the show.
you know,
It's
I
part
think
of
it
the
went.
show.
I think it went good.
Yeah, actually, it's funny because you played. I don't know if you remember. Was I think last year you played in my hometown where I was born in Menorca. You remember that? An
Yeah,
island?
Oh God,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
that's when we're throwing up.
oh, that's when Bethany was throwing up. She said.
What?
So that
Sorry?
was a good one. We know we have a lot of throwing up in this band. It's
Oh
very
yeah,
colourful. So
yeah.
you know, when in doubt, throw up. Now Bethany got sick, didn't you?
I remember I was like throwing up on the plane and
Yes, you're
Oh
throwing up on the
really?
plane, throwing up in the airport,
Oh,
throwing
too
up in my
bad.
mouth.
Too
No,
bad. Too bad.
yeah, everywhere, everywhere. But she's okay now.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, but apart from that, it was good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Apart from that, it was a great show, I think, anyway. But we always
Yeah,
have fun, and I think the throwing up made it more fun because you know it's not me that's throwing up this time
yeah,
because
yeah,
Conrad, our guitar player, had a bad session of throwing up a couple of years ago, and it happens. I also remember years ago when I was in Rainbow, Cozy Powell, the drummer, he was
yeah. Of
really
course.
really ill. Yeah,
Hmm.
and we thought he's not going to go on stage tonight. So what happened was Cozy had a bucket by the side of his drums,
Yeah.
and it was like and huge shots of brandy. I seem to remember, and
Oh,
he's
that
playing.
that
He's like,
helps.
but he did it. It was fantastic. It was
Yeah.
amazing. It was some
Well,
of the
he
best playing he's ever done.
well, I guess that
But
Cozy
it happens.
Paul was always great, right? He's playing Cozy.
Is
I mean,
is the
yeah,
best, and
yeah,
I always I think of him every day. We mention him every day because we always compare sometimes our drummers with
yeah,
Cozy.
yeah,
In fact, I would say, "Oh, Cozy would have done that. That's great. Keep
yeah,
that in." He said, "Well, I'm copying what you played on the record, you know.
yeah.
Yet stay, you know, listen to the record. Make sure you do exactly what's on there. You know, don't
Mhm.
ad lib too much, you know,
Yeah,
because Cozy always played really interesting parts
yeah,
and very loud. I mean,
yeah,
he's the best. I mean,
yeah.
I'm saying he's the best because he's still here with me,
Yeah, of course.
you know.
I understand. I was actually
Yeah,
just listening to Cozy Powell in that Jeff Beck group. I was listening to
yeah,
an album just before this interview. It's funny. And
yeah.
yeah, and I see that you will have a day off in between Madrid and Barcelona. Are you guys planning to do some tourism to visit some
Uh,
places there in Spain?
Probably, if I
Yeah.
can walk on and not hop,
Yeah.
instead of hopping, if I can walk properly, I'll try. Well, we'll probably drive around, you know. But
Mhm.
yeah, that'll be good for everybody. They're going to have a little vacation, which will be nice for them. You know,
Yeah.
they deserve it. Especially Bethany. She's been working her balls off, even though she doesn't have any. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's
Yeah.
really,
Yeah.
really working hard, and she deserves time off because all she
Yeah.
does all day, like she is now, she's on the computer doing business.
Yeah.
So she'll be able to relax and go sightseeing
Well, I
and
must say
do
that
things at tourism.
I must say that
Yeah,
I'm very pleased with the communication that we had. She responded with me super fast, very kind. That you don't
yeah,
see that very often when you try
yeah,
to make interviews with artists like rock stars or whatever.
yeah,
That
yeah,
I'm very pleased and thank you very much to Beth, Amy. Was very
yeah.
nice contact.
Thank
So.
you. Thank you, Bethany.
you're welcome.
So,
Oh,
as,
my
as
hair's all funny. Yeah, I just have my hair cut. It's all sticking up all over the place. Anyway, yes.
as we
Yeah,
said,
when you have your hair cut, when you have short hair and you have it cut, it
yeah,
all goes all. So it will grow. I'm waiting for it to grow back a little bit.
maybe you
But I'm not
can
going to have. Huh?
maybe you can use this you can use this day off in Madrid or Barcelona to go to the hairdresser in
No,
Spain.
no, I'm okay now. I
Okay.
had this cut a couple of days ago because it's your hair goes into shock when you
Yeah.
have short hair because it goes. So you have to keep combing it back because I always have my hair combed back, obviously. If you have long hair, when I had long hair, I didn't really care that much, you know. It
Yeah.
was down to my butt almost, you know, back in 1970 something. But
Yeah,
anyway,
but I never saw you with long hair now. Now that I
no,
think of. No, that
never,
since you
no,
started with Rainbow and Michael Schenker and all that stuff, you always had
yeah,
um, short
short hair,
hair, which is not
yeah,
very often seen in that rock scene.
not at that time. But now it is. You know, people are
Yeah.
shaving their heads and letting their hair go grey like mine is now. You know, but
Mm.
I was before I joined Rainbow. That was how I was. That was my
Yeah.
style. That was my. You know,
Yeah.
I always wore a suit and always wore a
Yeah.
tie.
Yeah.
Always had my hair combed back, and I was very much into you know 1950s style and
Yeah.
music. You
Exactly.
know,
Yeah.
it's something I always enjoyed since I was a kid. You know.
And
So
as
anyway,
we said, recently you have released this new live album on the Frontiers Records, I believe.
yeah, yeah.
The album includes some classic stuff from Rainbow, Michael Schenker. Uh, can the audience in this upcoming tour expect this same kind of set list, or are you willing to include something unexpected from your catalog?
Oh, you cut out a little bit there.
Oh, sorry.
You see, you're saying, are we doing the same songs when we play in
Yeah,
Spain?
yeah,
Yeah, there'll be some different ones. We're going to put some new ones in, and but still have a bit of Rainbow in there, a bit of
yeah,
Michael Schenker, a
of
bit of
course.
Alcatrazz, and a bit of
Yeah,
my old solo stuff, you know,
yeah.
and some of the new songs we're doing now, you know,
And Terry.
and Impellitteri we're doing.
Oh, really?
Uh,
Nice.
huh? Oh, Bethamy's talking to me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're doing a song called "Stand in Line" from the Impellitteri album.
Yeah,
That's
I
well, I
know.
played it with him not so long ago. In fact, we did a show and we did a couple of songs. We did "Stand in Line" and "Since You've Been Gone," and we had a really great night. What was that night?
Nice.
What was
The
it?
Heavy Metal Hall of Fame.
Oh, it's a heavy metal
Hall of Fame
Exactly. Yeah.
awards.
Hall of Fame award.
Exactly. I saw
Yeah,
some
so we did
videos.
that. And it was really good. It was good. It was really fun night. And it was nice to see Chris again and play, you know, because he's had a, you know, a few sad moments in his life, and it was good to see him. And you know,
Hmm.
his wife was gone, you know, and it was
Of,
awful.
of of
And
Chris,
she was very
Chris
young.
Impellitteri, his wife.
She died. Yeah,
Oh, wow, I
yeah.
didn't know.
So it was something I wanted to do, and just sort of give him a hug and give
Yeah,
him give him my voice and to sing with him again and laugh, you know.
yeah,
So
yeah.
he's having a hard time, obviously,
I can
getting
tell.
over that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
No, I
And
mean, I don't know if I should have told you that, but it's just something that I
yeah.
felt very, very happy about for him to see
Mhm.
that we can still have the same fun that we had, you know, years ago when we made those the record together. You know.
Yeah.
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 So
You
yeah,
you actually did two great records, a Stand in Line, and the other one was System X or System 10.
yeah, it was System X. Yeah,
Yeah,
or
I
System
love
X.
I love both
Yeah.
of those albums. Great
Yeah,
albums.
X was a bit more heavy, I think. It was a little
Yeah,
heavier
really
than the other
heavy,
one.
really
Yeah,
heavy.
yeah.
I believe
They're
that.
both good, though. I mean, how can it not
Yeah,
be good with Chris playing? You know, it's
yeah,
fantastic. Great players on his album,
yeah.
always.
And obviously, the big news is that new studio album that it's coming. What can we expect from it? And is there already an official release date for that?
Yeah, we're
Or-
thinking like, what did we say?
There's not an official
Not
date
an
yet,
actual
but
date.
it's going to happen in the summer.
Summertime.
Summer. Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah, about beginning summer.
I won't be able to buy it in the concerts, in these coming
Uh,
concerts.
I don't know.
No, probably not. But
Oh,
we're bringing Lost in Hollywood again. So
They're
if you
bringing
want
the
okay.
some
DVD.
CD, that
Yeah,
Okay.
and a couple of T-shirt styles that are really badass. They're great.
Okay, great.
badass. Yeah, badass. Yes,
Okay.
these
And
Americans, you know.
what about these
What?
collaborations that you have in this new album? Bruce Dickinson of Iron Maiden is there, has recorded a duet
Yes.
with you, and you have
Yeah, we're
recorded
doing a song together. Yeah,
a video for
yeah,
that song also. Can you tell us
yeah. We made a video with
how this
he and I
collaboration
made a video
started?
with that. Oh, I'm
How
sorry.
how how this collaboration between you and Bruce started. Are you longtime friends or?
I've known him for a long time, but we weren't best friends or anything. But I've known him since
Mhm.
1970 something or other.
Oh,
When
wow.
we were up in Rainbow.
Yeah.
And because we always played with people like everybody, all those bands, when we were on big concerts together. And so I don't know how it came about.
I do.
Well, how was it?
Um, the guy that, well, actually, it all kind of came together through Brendan, the guy that mixed our record, did such a great job. Bruce wanted to work with him, and then it just naturally sort of came
Yeah.
together where Graham and Bruce were in the same room at
Yeah.
the same time, and just this mad
Okay.
love affair started. I mean, total musical appreciation, mutual musical appreciation society.
Cool.
Yeah, we
Cool.
love each other very much.
I think you
Because
can
he's
do. Sorry.
sorry.
No, that I think that you can make a very nice duo, Bruce and you. Very
Yeah,
great voices, you both.
yeah, he's got a very
And great.
strong voice. He's very sort of operatic,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
all that comes out when.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. That hurt. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, I mean, we get on very well, and we both, it's the Mutual Admiration Society where he likes what I do and I like what he does.
Mhm. Of
So it
course.
was the thing to do was for him to sing on an album was unheard of, sing on somebody else's album. And
Yeah.
that's really, really a nice little gesture he did there. I'm very appreciative of that. And,
I can
I'll always be thankful.
I
But I think
cannot
it's going to
wait
help.
to listen to it.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's a
Think
funny
so.
song though. It's got a funny title. Um, it's called the what's it called? Fourth, fifth.
The fifth fourths of
Yeah, it's called the fifth force of nature, which
Okay.
is like
Interesting.
the other dimension. It's about another
Yeah.
dimension
Yeah.
that we are, in fact, a product of our own imagination. But there's a fifth force of nature, which
Hmm.
is the real place. So
Hmm.
it's sort of mystic a bit, and he likes all that kind of stuff. So it was kind of good.
Yeah, of
But it's a
course.
funny
Mm.
phrase, fifth force of nature. So
Nice.
it's like the fifth dimension as opposed to the third and fourth. Whatever.
And another
Doesn't make
guest,
sense, huh?
yeah, and another guest
Yeah,
of
go on.
on this album is Kay Hansen from Halloween. Whose idea
Yeah,
was
yeah.
it to include him?
Well, that
Was
was
your idea?
Conrad had an idea that it might be a good team up between he
Mhm.
and I.
Yeah.
I played with Halloween years ago.
Oh,
We're on the
really?
same bill, and they were kind
Mhm.
of a great band. But
Yeah.
I never thought about recording with any of the guys. But
Yeah.
Conrado is friendly with the guys, and so
Okay.
that's how that came about. Conrado's idea, and it worked out
Yeah.
great. Worked out really nice because he plays guitar as well on them.
Yeah, of course. And Bruce and Kay, or Kai, are two big names in the heavy metal scene. Does that mean that this album will be more metal oriented?
No,
No. Okay.
no. In fact, you'll find it very interesting. It's more colourful than most heavy metal
Okay.
albums are, so-called heavy metal.
Good.
There's a hard rock thing,
Yeah.
and then there's sort of the not quite so hard rock, and then there's more sweeter. But it's a little bit of everything. We're not trying to copy anybody at all. And I think
No.
the way the band sounds is very original.
Hmm.
We don't
Hmm.
sound like anybody. I don't think we don't sound like Iron Maiden or
No.
whatever.
No. Yeah.
Not that we would want to, but I think it's an individual sound that we have, and the songs are very individual. All the songs tell a story.
Hmm.
There's always something in there that I've always made up in songs about real life. Real
Hmm.
things that go on.
Yeah.
Except for the fifth force of nature. That's the only one that's like a bit spooky. But I read about it and I thought, oh yeah, maybe we aren't real. Maybe we are in our own imagination. Maybe we are just somebody else's idea of a person. So that's the only one. But the rest of the songs are about things that have happened in my life or other people's lives, and
Hmm.
just observing, being a reporter. like a
Mhm.
news reporter, but
Yeah.
tell a story of things that happened, like what kind of say? What was one that,
What?
what's a good one that explains that? A reporting on a thing.
Reporting on a thing.
Yeah, a subject and so on.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
On the album now.
Okay, and
What were you saying?
I'm so sorry, I wasn't listening before. So,
Which ones like tell a story?
oh, I think they all do. I
Yeah,
mean,
they all do. But I mean, what is one that I could say?
that you could talk about.
Yeah.
Well, without, we have other guests that haven't been announced yet.
Yeah, we
And
have
so we
two
have
more
to be
people.
careful about which songs we talk about. But the second single,
Yeah. Well, what was
no
Rory?
no one's talking.
So Rory.
No, don't talk about that.
No one's talking.
Yeah, no one's talking tells the story of.
Yeah. No. Well, yeah. I'm trying to. I can't think of what songs we recorded now.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's a song called "No One's Talking,"
Yeah.
and basically that's about the phone. The phone that everybody has.
Oh,
So
yes. Yeah.
the opening, the opening. You see everybody on the phone when you go into a room. Everybody goes out to eat dinner, and they're on the phone.
Yeah.
Somebody's
Yeah.
sitting
Yeah.
at the end of the couch. They're texting each other, but you're
Yeah.
just there. You don't have to text me. You can talk
Yeah.
to me. No, I'll text you. So,
Well,
so everything's secret. So,
I am.
and it's about that. It's called "No
Yeah.
One's Talking,"
Yeah.
because the first line is like, "No one's talking," and then you see this. Did the phone ring? No, I
Yeah.
didn't hear the phone ring. Everyone picks up that little scream, and
Yeah. Yeah.
that's what the song is about. And it's kind of amusing,
Yeah.
but it's kind of like it's very heavy.
Yeah.
Hey, I just thought of something.
Well,
we do have another guest to announce, and since we are going to be announcing it today anyway, we could announce it here if you want this to be the first place you talk about.
That would be great.
Yeah.
That would be
Yeah,
great.
well, yes, I can tell you. Yes, we're announcing this person today.
Okay.
And it's my old friend Roger Glover from
Oh,
Rainbow Deep
nice.
Purple now, of course. And
Yeah.
yes, which is fantastic. And I sent him some songs. Two of them are written by Russ Ballard, who wrote "Since You've Been
Yeah.
Gone," as you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And one of them was one of our songs. And Roger said, "Yeah, I like Russ's songs, but I want to do yours,
Mhm.
because it's in 3/4 time,
Okay.
so you can dance to it." And it's a different kind of a song. It's not, it's not sort of what you'd expect from a rock band, so to speak.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
Roger really liked that, and he put the bass down and got in touch with us and said, "Is that good enough? Could I do it again?" And I said, "No, Roger, that's perfect." So Roger Glover is there on. I'm so happy that he is. It's fantastic,
Yeah.
absolutely
Great.
fantastic.
Great. Great.
Yep.
And of course, you both did that great album Down to Earth together many moons ago.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
great.
And that
Great
was
to know.
my
Thank
first
you
experience
to.
with Roger Glover.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was a great help to me, because I'd never done a so-called heavy rock album or rock album,
Yeah.
whatever, because the music I was doing before that was
Yeah.
pop and R&B, something, all different kinds of stuff, not one
Yeah.
certain genre, which is like, Rainbow. And he helped me through every damn song. We worked so good together, but it took us a long time to do it because we were sort of going, nah, that's not good, like you do. So me and
Mhm.
Roger would put down, I remember one day we put down 4 different versions of one song. And
Mhm.
he said, well, Richie's going to come in and say which version he likes best. So sometimes we take a verse from this version, a verse from that, a middle part from
Yeah.
this one, so we mix it up. We wanted the approval of Richie Blackmore because it's just
Yeah.
freaking
Yeah.
band, for Christ's sake.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we always did it different ways, But that's what made it a long process, because we were really, really careful on how the songs came out, because this
Mhm.
was like a new Rainbow. It wasn't
Yeah.
like going to be like the Ronnie
Yeah.
Dio
Yeah.
Rainbow.
Exactly.
Totally different.
Yeah.
So we had to make sure it was different, and that's why we did "Since You've Been Gone,"
Mhm.
which was a no for the rest of the band when the manager said, "You've got to do this song." The manager of
Uh-huh.
Rainbow, he said, And we heard the song, I heard it, and I thought, when I heard the title, I thought, Since You've Been Gone, I thought, Since You've Been Gone. I thought it was some kind of bluesy thing.
Yeah.
But when I heard the thing by a band called Clouds, a girl band, I thought, shit, really? We're going to do that? Cozy Powell was dead against it. And so when he played the drums on that, he played it with anger.
Yeah.
But that song brought Rainbow onto radio stations everywhere.
Yeah,
Whereas before they didn't have any radio play at all,
Yeah.
So it made Rainbow radio friendly.
Yeah, and it's very different
Yes.
from other things like Stargazer or these kind of
Yeah.
things, but it's
Yeah.
great. It's absolutely great song, and that had
It is.
something to do with my next question because, um, as you said, your background before Rainbow was quite different. Was not metal, was not hard rock, right?
Yeah.
And was it
Mhm.
difficult for you to adapt your vocal style to something more hard rock oriented or heavy metal even sometimes? Was for you difficult?
No, I mean
No.
they knew how I sang because I did a
Yeah.
record with my cousin years ago in
Yeah.
'68. My cousin Trevor Gordon, and it
Yeah.
was a song written by the Bee Gees for us. It's called "Only One Woman." Do you know
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
song?
Yeah. Yeah, of
Yeah,
course. Of course. Yeah.
that. And one night, this is way before I went up to audition for Rainbow. They were playing a game, spot the tune and all that kind of thing. And Only One Woman was on this tape that Cozy had. And
Mm.
Richie said, "Where is this guy now? Where is he?" And he said, "Well, I can get in touch with him because I'm working with Mickey Moody for
Yeah.
Whitesnake at that
Yeah.
time. And
Exactly.
Mickey
Yeah.
and I and Whitesnake were all in the same management. So
Hmm.
Roger called me up and said, "Will you come over and audition for Rainbow?" And I didn't know who Rainbow were. What is it, a folk group or something? Rainbow? Rainbow. Da, 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 yeah. It
Or
sounded like a folk
LGBT
group.
band, maybe.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. So I listened. I had to go out and buy some records at that time, vinyl. And
Yeah.
we remember vinyl. I played the songs and thought, well, do I suit this band? I don't know. I don't sing like Ronnie Dio at all. And so anyway, Roger Glover got in touch with me again and said, "Can you just learn a song called Mistreated?" And that was
Hmm.
my audition piece,
Yeah.
which I did. And that's how I got the job.
Yeah. I guess that
Yeah.
was a good job that you did, of course.
Apparently.
I'm mistreated.
Yeah, it was
Pardon me.
a funny day. I was so nervous and not really sure about what to do. I thought, well, I haven't sung this kind of thing before. Well, not with all this, this band.
Yeah.
They're all
Yeah.
set up in a big room in this chateau. Marshall amps and the Hammond organ and a big drum kit, the whole thing. And they started playing. I went, "Oh, Jesus, I've got to sing this song now." And I
Yeah.
wasn't sure. So I didn't sing on the microphone. The microphone was over there, and I sang the song with just live while they played it. And they were looking at me, and I didn't know why they were looking at me, but anyway, and they said, "Yeah, Graham, yeah, okay." And said, "Well, do you want to do it again?" I said, "Yeah, sure." So we did it again. I wasn't on microphone. I sang
Okay.
off microphone, and they started laughing, and they said, "We can hear you." Over the Marshall amps and the drums and all that.
Yeah. Okay.
How is that possible? And then Don Airy said,
Yeah.
"Graham, do it on microphone this time. Let's do it for the third time." And that's when I got the job. They just were so amused at how loud my voice was, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very loud. Still very loud.
It is
And
a bit, yeah.
and
Yeah,
down
so
to
that's it.
Down to Earth for me personally is one of my favorite albums ever. And what I wonder is what happened there because the band was tight. The all of you were great musicians. The songs were great, but only lasted for one album and one tour. What happened there? Why were you not on the follow-up album? Difficult to cure.
Yeah,
Why you were
yeah, I
not
know,
there?
yeah. Well, what happened was after we did Castle Donington was the final show we did with
Mm.
Cozy
Yeah,
because he was going to leave.
yeah,
So Cozy left the band, and it was like, that one of my best friends has just left the
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
band
yeah,
and is
yeah.
going to join up with somebody else. I didn't know who at that time. And Don, we were rehearsing in Copenhagen for the next album after the Down to Earth album to do another album with
Hmm.
obviously with me singing. And Don said, "It's not the same, is it?" I said, "No, it's not, is it?" Because we had a new drummer, and Don said, I don't think I want to do this anymore with
Mm.
Rainbow." She said,
Yeah,
"It's not the same band anymore.
yeah,
Cozy's gone. That fun has gone. That camaraderie, had gone. Because he
yeah,
used to hang out with Cozy, the three of us
yeah,
used to hang
yeah,
out all the time. And he said, well, Cozy's gone. He says, I think I'll go too. And so I said, well, Don, if you leave, so will I, because the rehearsals were going terribly. Richie was never
mhm,
there to rehearse. And it
mhm,
was just like me and Don and Roger sometimes. And
mhm.
it was like no drummer. And then when the
And
drummer did come in, yeah, it was better with a drum playing up, but it wasn't the same. And so I went back to LA and I left the band. And they got in touch with me and said, "When are you coming back, Graham?" I said, "I don't want to." I said, "Hasn't Don left the band?" They said, "No, he's rehearsing right now."
mm,
Because I thought Don was going to leave, and he didn't.
yeah, he didn't,
Actually,
eh? Yeah.
you fucking arsehole. Yeah, he didn't leave. So I
But
left.
was that drummer Bobby Rondinelli already, or
Yes, he was. Yeah, yeah,
yeah? Okay,
yeah.
nice
And
drummer.
I mean, he's great. I mean, don't get me wrong, but it's just the the vibe had gone. The
Yeah, yeah,
feeling
yeah.
of the
Understand.
friendship and just
Yeah,
having having. We all had the same kind of sense of humor that Ronnie didn't really have. Let's say that. And
yeah. But,
me and Don and Cozy.
Bobby's American, I guess. Bobby's American.
Yes,
He's not
yeah,
British.
yeah.
Maybe that's
Slightly
why.
different. So when you start doing, Monty Python jokes and yeah,
Yeah.
forget it. At that time, anyway. Everybody knows who Monty Python is now. I know, but just wasn't the same. And so Bruce Payne said to me, the manager of Rainbow said to
Mm.
me, "Well, what if you come back and sing the songs you like, and we'll get another singer to sing the songs you don't particularly want to be featured in?"
Mhm.
And I said, "No, I don't. That doesn't work for me. I'd rather do something to be the singer up front,
Yeah, yeah.
because I had ideas about getting my own band together at that point,
Mhm.
and that's what I did.
Interesting. Sad,
I
sad,
wasn't
but
fired.
interesting. Nee, okay, okay. And everyone knows the incredible job you did with Rainbow, MCG, Alcatrazz. But as a fan of yours, I know much more other projects that you have been in. And I would like to know about, for example, the memories that you have of this album. Is can you
Yeah,
see it? Is Force Field.
Forcefield. Yeah, yeah.
Horsfield, also with Cozy Powell and
Ray
Ray
Fenwick.
Fenwick. Yeah, yeah. How was that?
Yeah.
How that came together?
Well,
This.
Ray Fenwick got in touch with me. He was working with some of my friends or something, and he was in Spencer Davis' band for a while, and
Hmm.
other bands. So he was a guitar. Ray know. A while back.
Yeah, yeah,
Anyway, he got in touch with me to do this album, and he said, "Well, Cozy's going to be playing drums, but it's all covers. We're going to do a bunch of cover
yeah,
songs," and
yeah,
that's basically what it was. And
yeah.
that was that. And so we made a couple of albums with
Hmm.
the cover songs, a couple by Russ Ballard. I think there were two or three probably by Ray Fenwick. I can't remember now, but they were never what I wanted to do, and neither did Cozy. But it was just we got paid for doing it, so we did it.
Yeah.
It was just
What you,
a work job,
it was just a studio project, right?
a session. Yeah,
You
yeah. It was
didn't
never
do
a
any
band.
live
No.
shows. No. Okay.
Yeah, there was always like good players on the albums, but it
Yeah.
was never a real band.
Yeah. Mickey Moody
Yeah,
was also there on that
yeah,
album.
yeah.
Yeah.
That
And
I think
also
John Lord did a bit. Yeah.
and
Cozy.
also
I
you
mean,
made,
John Airy did some stuff on there, I think,
yeah,
as well.
Donary
Yeah,
also.
yeah.
Bernie Marsden also is there.
Bernie Marsden, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
another great player.
yeah. And
Yep.
you also made an album with Blackthorn with
Yeah,
Bob Kulick and Frankie Banali. How did that project come to
yeah.
life, and why was also it didn't last much?
It was from my ex keyboard player, if I can call him that, from Alcatrazz,
Yeah.
got in touch with me, and he said, I'm working with this guy called Bob Kulick.
Yeah.
He's a great guitar player, blah, blah, blah. And he said, would you come? I was living in Australia at this point for a while, 3 years. I've worked in Australia for 3 years playing. And he said, would you come over? I said, well, I don't have the money to come over from Australia to the States. And one of my friends loaned me the plane fare. And I went over and started playing with Bob Kulick and writing songs with him. And it was something that was very, I don't know, it was very awkward because Bob was he didn't agree with anything I did.
Okay.
He disagreed on lyrics, melodies, haircuts, toenails, anything you like. He just was not easy. In fact, I spoke to his brother, Bruce, later, and he said, how the hell do you work with my brother, Bob? I said, what do you mean? He said, he's horrible. And of course he was, but what a great guitar player. But he had a sense of humor, I think, behind his horribleness. You know, he liked to see people get angry with him. He liked to argue, you know. He wanted to be right constantly.
But you made
that's how Blackthorn came about.
But you made a good album. I think that one is pretty
it wasn't
good.
bad.
And you also did a second album that was not released until some years afterwards, after the fact.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And also, I would like to
actually we played with Bob. We played with Bob, my band, our band, in Vegas. Before Bob died, it was like he came along to play guitar with us, and just a few months later or whatever, we heard he died. It's like, my God, that was probably the last gig he did was with us.
Wow,
Bob. Yeah, which is incredible. I'm sorry, you were asking me something else.
No, it's okay. Also, what about these late 90s albums that you did, Underground and The Day I Went Mad, which I personally love, both of them. Here, actually, I have this one, Underground.
Yeah.
I really like this one, but it seems that they are like underrated, forgotten, right? They are never represented live. Well, why is that? What are your memories of those albums?
Yeah, well, it was like basically a session. I didn't know. We just started. Danny Johnson was the guitar player, who was also a member of Alcatrazz at one point.
Yeah, exactly.
So he got together with me, and we started making up songs. And I thought it's just going to be a session. And I think we did two. No, we did one album, or did we do two?
Two, I believe. Underground and The Day I Went Mad.
Yeah, the Day I Went Mad was totally me. That was all my stuff. With I think Danny played on there, and Mario Parker was playing guitar on that. And
Vivian Campbell. Vivian Campbell.
I can't remember who played on now, but a very good musician.
Yeah, Vivian Campbell also. Vivian Campbell also played.
Yeah, Vivian Campbell. Yeah, there's like, oh God, yeah. I've forgotten who played on the damn things now because it's so long ago. But I recorded that.
Tony Franklin. Tony Franklin.
Tony Francis.
Franklin, the bass guitar.
Yeah. You've got the list there. I don't.
Sorry,
it's funny. Who the hell was on that? Because I played with so many great players. I'm not quite sure who played on what with who and why and whatever. So yes, you've got the list there. So yes, all those people.
Yeah, and the idea behind those albums was always to make solo albums, Graham Bonnet solo albums, or Alcatrazz maybe, because
no, it's mainly solo. To not just do hard rock songs, just a bit of everything. Different styles of music. Yeah,
I love those albums.
Oh, thank you.
And sadly nowadays you are no longer part of Alcatrazz. However, some years ago you announced that you will put together your own Alcatrazz version with Jeff Loomis or Lomis. I don't know exactly how to say
Jeff Loomis. Yeah.
On guitar. Is that project still going on? Will this collaboration between you and Jeff ever see the light of day?
With Jeff,
Well, the name doesn't matter.
No. Well, I'm just. Yeah, well, Jeff, I wrote. I was looking at them yesterday. I've written seven
Okay.
songs with Jeff already, ready to go.
Yeah.
But then Jeff went back to his band. He's putting his band together again,
Yeah.
and so that came to a halt because I
Hmm.
made up these songs with him 2 years ago, I
Oh
think.
no,
Yeah.
it's more than that.
Uh, huh?
It was a bit more than
It
that.
was 3 years, was it? It might be 3 years ago.
Yeah. Wow. Time
So they're
flies.
ready to go whenever he's ready. I am because that will be a separate entity. I don't think it's going to be Alcatrazz.
No.
It'll be something separate.
Well, it
Okay.
depends.
We might use the name just for just for a joke.
Our label doesn't want to touch it anymore.
Yeah, nobody
said-
likes Alcatraz
they said
anymore.
that the name's dirty now.
It is a dirty name now because it's.
Anyway, but we don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, it's gone. Alcatraz died many years ago.
Okay, moving on.
Well,
And moving on.
there are many other prisons in the world, so you can pick up another prison name for that project, right? Like a
Yes,
prison
absolutely.
name.
Another prison name.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me think. What's that big prison?
Surely you have better things to discuss than prison.
Yeah. Why are we talking about prisons? Anyway, here I am.
Okay, just a few more questions. A few more questions, then
Okay.
I leave you. So I would like to ask a couple of questions of what if questions. It has been said that you received an offer from Tony Iommi to join Black Sabbath at some point. Do you remember when that was, and
Yeah.
how did you feel about it? Did you consider it actually to join Black
No.
Sabbath?
Well, that was it was directly after I'd left Rainbow. A lot of
Okay.
people heard I'd left Rainbow, and a lot of bands who were looking for a singer, I guess.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, I'm not right for that band. I didn't think I was right for it at all. After I've done Rainbow, I thought, well, that was that. I always thought that
Mhm.
Black Sabbath was more more like
Yeah.
that. I didn't know much of Black Sabbath's music, but I just didn't think it was the right thing for me to do.
And
That's all.
so that was before Ronnie James Dio joined Black Sabbath then.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
when he
Okay.
joined, he did 3 albums, which are really good.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I was kicking myself,
Classics.
thinking I should have
Yeah.
done that.
Yeah.
but I didn't. I was going on my own, my own road. I wanted to do something, I don't know, something different. And I
Well,
didn't
then
think Black Sabbath would be.
you did 9 games, for example, your own
Yeah,
that is
yeah,
great, and Michael Schenker
yeah,
Group. So
yeah.
no regrets there, I guess.
No, I mean the Michael Schenker thing was great. I really enjoyed making that album,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
that's one of my favorite albums. Some great,
Yeah.
great playing on the musicianship on that was the best. Really
It's a
was.
pity because
And of
I
course,
heard
I
that
played with Michael since. So
it's a
what?
pity because I heard that Cozy Powell should be on that album also, an Assault Attack,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yes. Well, we rehearsed. I remember we rehearsed in London. There's all of us with Cozy Powell, and one day something happened between him and Michael. I don't know quite what, but they got shouting at each other in the rehearsal room, and
Okay.
Michael just thought, "This is the." Michael started crying. He's going, "Cozy, I can't take this anymore." So he fired Cozy.
That
He
was
said,
in
I
German?
can't."
That was in German or in
Yeah,
English?
in Germany, something. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, very angry German. He he couldn't. He just didn't. Their friendship ended,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's when he went out. I remember he went outside and he actually smashed his guitar against his Mercedes. I remember that
Oh, wow.
the windshield.
Wow, that's
Like that.
a big
Yeah,
one then. Big situation.
yeah. I mean, it was such a shame because Koji just went, "All right then." Like I said, yeah. He was kind of happy to leave because he wasn't very happy either, which
Mm.
was unfortunate because Cody really got me into that band.
Yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
can you remember some other offers that you turned down over the years, like that one on Black Sabbath? Some others interesting offers that you said, no, that's not for me? Or
Um, Yeah, well, yeah, there was Uriah Heep, which I knew nothing
Oh,
about.
really? Wow.
Um, and then Wizard or ELO, which became ELO,
Yeah.
was a thing that I wish I hadn't turned down because Jeff Lynne called me up when I was living in London, and they were recording at Philips Studios, which wasn't too far from where I lived, and asked me to go along and listen to some music. And they asked me to join the band. He said, "Would you join the band and play bass?" I said, "Well, I don't play bass on stage. I can play guitar on stage, but I've never really played bass on stage,
Yeah.
and be our singer." And they played me this music, just these tracks. There was no vocals, obviously, and I went, "Bloody hell, what's that?" Well, it's orchestral stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It was amazing. It was
Yeah.
absolutely amazing. And Roy Wood was there with him. So the two of them were looking at them and looking at me and going, "Well, what do you think then?" I said, "Well, I don't know if I can take the job. I'll let you know later." And my girlfriend at the time didn't want me to do it because she thought I'd be out on the road all the time and with lots of girls, all that kind of thing. And
Yeah.
I'd never been in the band before. I'd never been on the road. And so she didn't want me to do it. And so I didn't do it, which is stupid, really. I should have.
Yeah, they became
One
a great
mistake
band.
there.
They became a big,
Yeah,
big band.
my God, yeah.
Mm.
I saw Jeff years later. We did a Beatles session in LA with George Martin doing a seminar about how they made certain records, and all that kind of stuff. And the audience was full of musicians, everybody, and news people. And we did these Beatles songs all in the same key, played in the same positions on the guitar, everything the same. And I did a song called "Oh Darling, Oh Darling," and
Yeah.
I remember after the show was over, Jeff Lynne came up to me and I said, "I was almost in the band with you," and he went, "I know." That was it. I know. He didn't have any more to say. But it was a hell of a night. Good singers on that. It was great.
Mhm.
Andrew Gold, Brad Delpin. It was just fantastic. Yeah, and George Martin. It was a really, really. It was such an honor to actually meet George Martin. It was
Yeah.
fantastic
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
because he took us all out to dinner one night, and he got on the piano in the dining room and started playing. "Okay, who's going to sing then? Come on, I'm shit faced now. Come on." So had a sing song, and then at the end of I've told people this. I know it sounds a bit ego tripping, but when the show was over and George Martin was leaving, his people were with him, taking him out, and we were all waving goodbye. And he grabbed my hand. George Martin, he grabbed my hand and he went and kissed my hand,
Wow.
and I went, "My God!"
What a thing.
That he
Yeah.
was very happy with my performance, apparently,
Yeah.
and it was something.
Did,
So
did
that's
you
what
ev-
you'll.
did you ever visit the Air Studios of
No,
George Martin in Montserrat, in the island?
no, I didn't. No,
No.
no,
No. Okay.
no.
Okay.
But it was quite an honor,
Mhm.
to having kissed my hand.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
tell
Yeah.
that story because it's like, well, that's
Something
so
you won't
funny.
forget.
And then, well, Quincy Jones, he was there as well. And Quincy Jones comes up to me and he says, "Man, you sing like a black man, like an African." He didn't say black man. He said, "You sing like an African." That's what
Okay.
he said exactly.
That's a
And I said,
compliment.
"Do I? Do I?" I wasn't sure what that meant. "You sing like an African," and I think that meant with passion or
Yeah. Of
something.
course. Of course.
I
What a
think,
night.
yeah.
Okay.
So, but that was
And
quite a performance from me and all the guys. It was really good. We did the Beatles songs. Just sounded like the Beatles.
yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Really, really good. Yeah.
In that Uriah Heep offer that you turned down, do you remember when was that?
But what?
When did you turn down Uriah Heep offer?
Oh, that Uriah Heep,
Yeah.
did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the same time as Black Sabbath called me up, about the same
Okay.
time.
Okay. Same time. Okay.
Directly after I did, I left Rainbow, Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. Interesting. This the world of what if maybe in another dimension, in the
Yeah,
fifth dimension,
the
you
force
accepted that.
of nature. The force of nature. Oh,
Yeah.
can't remember the title of my own damn song. The fifth force of nature.
Okay. You
Yeah,
never
maybe
know.
another dimension.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you never know. Probably. Be good,
Okay.
wouldn't it?
Uh, that was it for me, Graham. Any final words for your Spanish fans that are considering go seeing your shows in Spain? You want to share something with your fans there?
Yeah.
Mm, something.
Come to the show.
Yeah.
We're gonna bring all the energy in
Yeah.
March.
Sorry.
We love
Say-
we love all audiences, but many people seem to want to join in and sing. I wish they'd shut up sometimes. No, the Spanish audiences all know the words to every freaking song. Singing
Yeah.
away, singing away. They like to join in with the band. And that's the best time we have is when the audience is part of the band. You know,
Yeah, of
hey,
course.
without them, there's no us. And without us,
Yeah,
there's no them. You know,
exactly.
so it's always
Exactly.
great to be there. I first went to Spain back in 1968 and doing TV shows with my cousin, and it was always great to hang out with the Spanish people and fucking good. We had a good time back then. Everybody drinking very heavily, of course, and
Oh,
etc. etc. So
well,
I have
1968,
fond memories of Spain.
the Spain of
Yeah,
1968 is was
yeah,
a very different Spain, I guess, that the one of nowadays.
it was. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I remember we got there and I said to my cousin Trevor, I said, "It's raining." It shouldn't rain here, especially
Yeah.
all sunny and because we just came from England and it's raining there. And I thought, oh, we're going to where the sun shines.
Yeah.
No, it
Sometimes it
was
rains
freaking
there.
raining.
Sometimes.
All the time, we were there for about a week. That was so disappointing. Come on, you Spanish weather, where are you? Yeah.
Okay. So, but are you there? Sorry, I have some trouble with the connection. But I won't be there in your shows in
Yeah,
Spain, but
you're right.
I will be in Amsterdam. So I hope to see you in Amsterdam in
Oh,
that
okay.
show because I'm not living in Spain. I'm living in the
All right.
Netherlands.
Well, what's all to see you? Now
So
you're
I'm
frozen. You are a stone person.
yeah. Sorry,
Oh
this
no.
There you go.
this connection.
Yeah, you're freezing up. Okay.
So I was saying that I won't be I won't be in Spain in the Spanish shows, but I won't be in the show in Amsterdam. So I hope to see you there, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Amsterdam. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah. So we'll see you there.
Of course, of course. So I don't know if I'm freezing now or what,
Uh-oh.
but the connection is not very good.
Yeah, a bit.
See,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, you keep freezing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that was it. That was it for my side, Graham and Beth, Amy. Thank you so much for your time and for your answers and for this time.
Okay,
And
man.
I hope to see you very soon in Amsterdam. I wish you all the best with this tour and with this new album also. Okay. Thank you so much.
Bethany's poking her head in
If
here.
you do that, I'm sorry. It's an accident.
All right. Okay, mate. Well, we'll see you in
We'll see you
Amsterdam.
soon.
When it's spring again, I bring again tulips from Amsterdam. Do you know that song? No, you don't.
No, I don't know. I don't know. Now I
BBC.
do.
It's horrible. It's a horrible song. Anyway. Okay, man. Well, we'll see you there.
Thank you so much. And thank you, special
All right.
thanks to Beth, Amy. Thank you so much for your answers and everything. You were very kind. Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you.
All
See
right,
ya.
bud. Great
Bye.
day. See you later.
Bye.